Hi, it's Marilee Wolf with Compass Real Estate, and today I'm diving into the national market conditions for the middle of third quarter 2024. Here's what's going on. First up are mortgage rates. The Federal Reserve is hinting strongly at a rate cut this September. Fingers crossed that happens. Rates have already dipped to their lowest since this past February. But here's the thing. Consumer confidence right now is wobbly, especially with the presidential election looming over us. Affordability is a big concern, so a rate decrease will really help offset that. Even with consumer uncertainty, we're seeing a slowdown in home price appreciation and an increase in inventory. And this is great news for any potential buyers out there. Currently, home prices are appreciating at about 6.4% nationally. Historically, a balanced market sees around 3 to 4%, so we're still above that. But remember, the post-pandemic surge saw prices skyrocket in places like Philadelphia, where they hit 18 to 22%, and then they fell back down to around 8%. The trend is to a more moderate 6.4%, and that shows that we're moving toward a more normalized market. It's a slow process, though, since the continued strong buyer demand is still supporting those high prices. Now let's talk market conditions. There's a huge pool of buyers just waiting for the right moment to buy. When rates drop and supply increases, we might see a rush of activity. Inventory is finally up by about 15% nationally, which is changing the buyer and the seller dynamics. Why the increase in listings? Well, many home owners who refinanced at those ridiculously low rates from 2020 through 22 have been hesitant to move, but they're starting to list their homes because they can't hold off anymore. Plus, there's more inventory now, which means more options for them to find a replacement home. So it's kind of like a big circle here. As for home prices, don't be fooled by any media doom and gloom you'll see out there. Rate cuts might put some upward pressure on prices because more buyers will re-enter the market, but it'll be a more controlled increase. Think 3 to 5% nationally, and that's a normal rate of appreciation. Don't let sensational headlines convince you that the market is crashing. We're actually moving toward a more stable market, and that's reflected in home buying terms too. Nowadays, offers with inspections and other safety nets for the buyers are becoming more common again. On the equity and capital gains front, long-term homeowners are sitting on strong real estate value, which means substantial equity and relatively low mortgage liability in many cases. Historically, very few homes appreciated enough to surpass that $500,000 exemption cap for capital gains. But in 2023, a CoreLogic report showed that around 230,000 homes, that's 7.9% of all transactions, hit that cap. So if you're thinking about selling, consult with an accountant to see if this could impact you. Lastly, fourth quarter is historically the slowest time of year for real estate, and don't be shocked if the market slows down even more this time around. This is typical behavior during a presidential election year and will likely stretch into January. Then we'll start seeing it bounce back. Thanks for tuning in. I hope this update helps you navigate our current real estate landscape.